The highest ranking angel in heaven, the very first one that was created, we're told was full of wisdom and beauty. He stood in the very presence of God, covering his radiant glory. And Ezekiel 28 and Isaiah 14 really describe more about Lucifer than any other chapters in the Bible. This being was dazzling, covered with precious stones on the very day he was created. And he walked up and down amidst these stones of fire. And all this beauty, this bling went to his head, and he became covetous of what he did not have, and jealousy consumed him. We're told Lucifer wasn't alone next to the throne. Exodus 25 tells us there was another covering cherub on the other side of the throne. They were like the two miniature ones that Moses made after the pattern he was shown on Mount Sinai. Both were in the presence of the God of light. But Lucifer, son of the morning, was only a light bearer, while Michael, the great prince, was the Son of God, the light of heaven. Michael, whose name means one who is like God, was higher than Lucifer. Michael was the archangel, commander of the angelic host. But the story tells us that Lucifer became jealous. He didn't just want to bear the light, he wanted to be the light. He wanted to be like God too. And Isaiah 14 is almost like this autobiography of Lucifer. He says, "I'll exalt my throne above the angels of God. I too will sit on the mount of the congregation where God sits, and I will be like the Most High." He wanted to be like the great king. But there was only one obstacle standing in his way: the Son of God. And Revelation 12:7 tells us that Lucifer declared war and became Satan the adversary, the devil and the enemy of God. Then it says Michael and his angels fought against Satan and his angels, and Satan became the father of lies, all these lies about God, and he began planning how he could eliminate God's Son. And this is why he was a murderer from the beginning. So finally, after a long war of words, nasty, deceptive politics on a scale we've never seen, Jude tells us that this rebellious leader and his followers left their first estate. And Revelation 12 tells us they were cast to the earth, taking a third of the angelic citizens of heaven out with them. And then the rebellion came to this lifeless planet called Earth.